Hello, I wanted to show you something. It's an old-fashioned equipment from where I started out. Do you remember this? This is a pull buoy that we used to have. I love the color. Actually, the ones that we used before is more on made out of what are those foam? And then it has a hole, two holes in here to put this in. In fact, some of them don't have this. They just have a hole, and they put the rope, which is this one, around it to hold it, and then you could adjust it right here if it's too loose or if it's too tight. I love this. I still use this. I can't find anything like this anymore. I doubt very much that you can. The ones that comes in right now is a connect. It's not separate like this. It's almost connected and has a dip in the middle of it. Those one I like, but they're so light. The smaller kids, the 8 and under, the pool buoy is so big, it pops their bottoms up. The lower part of their body goes up on the surface, and it's kind of difficult for them to stroke. They do come in the smaller sizes. That one is good. I encourage for them to use that. But the bigger ones, sometimes they are not available in our country, in the Philippines. The kids ended up using the bigger pole buoy. Those are being used by the older kids, maybe 12 and up. They're big enough to actually pull and use those pull buoy, but otherwise, I would not suggest it. It's going to ruin the body position of the kids themselves. We would like for them to have their hips up on the surface so that the kick will be easier. However, with those type of things, they tend to move back and forth sideways, and I would not recommend it at all. I would rather have them use a smaller pull buoy. But I just wanted to show you this. This is so funny because this doesn't come out anywhere anymore in any stores unless you build it on your own. But I love this. If I could make something out of it in the Philippines, I would do it, and it's very simple. You just put two holes in the front and two holes in the back where those rope, can go in and connect these two together. So you put your legs in between there and you carry it. It may not prevent for you to use your kick. Sometimes swimmers cheat. They kick with it even though they have the pull buoy. I kind of encourage not my kids to kick. The purpose of that is to hold your kick together and use your paddles with it. If you want more resistance, you can let go of the paddles, and then you could use just the regular hands. I would suggest to do some test with it before you have your kids do it, because sometimes they're not familiar with the pull buoy. Some of the younger kids are not. And so I would suggest for them to use what fits them. There are some 8 years old that are taller than their usual height. So if they do, they can use some of it. But the best thing to do is actually get their stroke done first. I've always had my kids to use fins because when they use fins, they tend to feel light, and they get their body alignment better than having them swim and their strokes is all over the place. So when they're younger like that, the best thing to do is do some drills with fins on always. They don't need to do any sets right now. All you wanted to do is get those techniques in place. And then once they get in the habit of correct strokes and technique, then you could progress from there. Okay, I hope to see you next time. I'm gonna use some other equipment that I bought from Aska. I don't know how I'm gonna go and put it in my luggage because this one is so heavy. I might have to add a third luggage just to bring this home with me because we don't have the opportunity to have this equipment back at home. Sometimes I have to create it to be able to get the same idea, get the same resistance when we swim. So again, subscribe. Um, Thank you for watching my video and hope to see you again next time. Bye.